So I want to spend some time on the 1979 World Cup because this was the moment in the book that most people might skip over, and it's one of the most honest things that Imran writes. Pakistan in 1979 had arguably the best side they had in years. They lost 2 winnable matches and they lost them for this one reason. 1979 World Cup was a major tragedy for Pakistan because we lost 2 matches that we ought to have won. The trophy could so easily have been ours, but we were let down by collective inability to cope with tension. This was the last time a fine Pakistan side that had been impressive for several years was together, and we ought to have done ourselves justice before it began to break up. So he describes one of those matches in detail. Pakistan needed 21 runs from the last few overs with 2 wickets remaining. Imran was at the crease. He had a plan. He was going to take singles, stay calm and not give anything away, but this happened. I told him that we had still had time on our side, that all he had to do was block Boycott and Gooch's gentle medium pace and to leave the scoring to me. All the England field was ringed around the boundary edge when I was on strike, so I contented myself with singles for a little time, convinced that I could launch an assault in the last 2 or 3 overs. We needed 15 to win with 4 overs left when the pressure got to Sikandar, who launched himself at a wide half volley for Boycott and spooned up a catch in the middle. I was left high and dry, 21 not out. So he was doing everything right, and it still wasn't enough because the player at the other end couldn't handle himself and together. That's a common thing in cricket. If the other batsman, there's 2 batsmen at the crease, if there's 1 wicket left, you're relying on both bats to stay in. If one of them gets out, then you're left stranded. Reminding me of a contrast with Maradona, which is worth thinking about here. Maradona describes what happened to him when he was left out of the 1978 World Cup squad. At that point, when I was left out of the final squad of 22, I realised that bronca, anger, was a fuel for me. It really got me revved up. I played best when I was after revenge. 2 days after El Flaco broke the news to me, I put on the Argentinos strip and went onto the pitch. We beat Chacarita 5-0. I scored 2 goals and made 2 assists. So he converted anger directly into performance and he played better. He used that as fuel. That same night he scored 2 goals, 2 assists. Pakistan in 1979, when the pressure arrived, instead of converting it, they collapsed, and Imran is clear about why. Playing cricket at the highest level isn't just about physical prowess, but you have to learn to cope with crises and situations where nerve and courage are crucial. Such things aren't acquired by grinding down third-rate bowlers on lifeless wickets during matches that are a mockery of first-class status. The higher the quality of the first-class game, the easier it is to attune oneself psychologically to the rigours of tests. So that's what Imran keeps coming back to. He said that talent was there, but the talent doesn't teach you how to bat out the last 4 overs of a World Cup match with everything on line. Only being in those situations does,